Hello and welcome to the Safety Artisan, where you'll find professional, pragmatic and impartial safety training resources. So, straight on to our session, and it is the 8th of February 2020, just to let you know. Now, we're going to talk today about preliminary hazard analysis, which is task 202 in Military Standard 882E, which is a system safety engineering standard. And it's very widely used, mostly on military equipment, but it does turn up elsewhere. And this forms part of a series of lessons that I'm doing on Mil-Std 882E. So what are we going to cover in this session? Well, quite a lot. Purpose of the task description, recording and scope. And as you can see, I've highlighted some stuff that I particularly want to talk about. So it says the contractor, but it doesn't really, whoever is doing the analysis, and actually the customer needs to do some 202 themselves. Otherwise, they won't really understand what they're doing. So whoever does it needs to perform and document a PHA, and it's about determining initial risk assessments. We can get in early when we have user requirements, functional requirements, that kind of thing. And doing this work will help us make better requirements for the system. And of course, early in a program, that's another big issue. It says including mishap data as or if accessible. American term mishap, it means accident. I've talked about that a little bit in task 201. We'll talk about that more today under commentary. That's a really good overview of the task and what we're going to talk about. So first of all, recording and scope. As always with these tasks, we've got to document the results of the PHA in some kind of hazard tracking system. So the scope of the PHA is to consider potential contribution from a lot of different areas. So we might be considering the whole system or a subsystem, depending on how complex the thing is we're dealing with. And we're going to consider mishaps. That's, bullets and explosives to you and me, rockets and that kind of stuff, hazardous materials, interfaces and controls, interface considerations to other systems, external systems. Maybe you've got a network of different systems talking to each other. Sometimes that's called a system of systems architecture. Our system probably interacts and talks to other systems, or it relies on other systems in some way, or other systems rely on it. So there are external interfaces, that's the point.